It's the Jets and the Bills, and it's coming up next.
Autumn has come to upstate New York, and we find ourselves at Bill Stadium in Orchard Park. The folks in Buffalo love their Bills, and a moment ago they entered to the delight of this sold-out crowd. They're set for football as their Bills will do battle with the New York Jets. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Here's Smith to return it. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
And what I loved about meeting with him before the game was talking to a guy who takes ownership of his performance. 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions last week, but all he focused on was the loss, okay? And he did say, if I change my stats a little bit, not necessarily for me to look better, but that'll help my team.
And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. No, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Out comes the... for the Bills, led by their quarterback at 6'5". That's Josh Allen. Here's Allen following the fumble recovery. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. Touchdown Bills! Dawson Knox, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bills have taken the early lead. Lutz with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. A nice tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only 1 play to score it. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Here's Smith to return it. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
A throw over the middle, taken in. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, and he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the first down.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. Touchdown! A big play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point attempt here still to come. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So here come the Bills out for their second drive. Sitting in first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game.
First down and much more here for Jones. And finally down at the 41-yard line. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Allen off the play fake. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 33. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
5 yards remain on 2nd down.
I'm going back to you. I'm going back to you. Mike's 49. Mike's 49.
A give to Jones. Down right around the 25. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. The give is to Jones. Elijah Molden up to make the stop.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
From the 16, Allen. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Jones. He's down inside the 10 to the 8. And it comes on a gain of 8. Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football. 7-7, our score after 1. So 3rd and inches, and this will be the 9th play of the drive. Here's Jones. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. This is a very impressive drive, especially when you consider where they started from to now be set up first and goal.
Yeah, some nice running right there. That's what got him the first down. But at this point, I suggest open up your playbook. You can call just about what you want.
Out, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Josh Allen with his 14th touchdown of the year, second of the game. And the Bills have taken the lead. Lutz good on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it was Josh Allen using his legs to polish things off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. And they are a game under 500 now following the loss a week ago. And this is a team, Charles, that just has not been able to string victories together.
Yeah, they're certainly going the wrong way, aren't they? Because it looked like they had things pointing in the right direction, but now they've lost 2 straight. And that means this game is vital, extremely important, because if they fall 2 games below 500, the road back into playoff contention, awfully difficult.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. It's complete to Robinson. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. And he's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. Here's the Jets punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Here's Aaron Jones in the offense trotting back out. And we checked the rushing numbers so far here into Week 6, and the returns have been really good. Now, you're starting to hit that stride middle of the season toward the end. They're certainly hoping they can keep up this production.
They are, because one of the adages in the NFL is that defense travels and defense endures even in bad weather, right? You know what else does? A good running game. And people want that, especially as you head down the stretch. You may play outdoors in some nasty stuff. You're trying to get to the playoffs. This is the time to get it going. And individually, I don't think you should just think about 1,000 yards either. The bar has to be set higher with this beginning.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll run it with Jones. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. To throw, it's Allen. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches. Allen now on the sneak. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. Now Jones. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. And now they'll throw with Allen. Caught on the right side by Jones. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal.
That's a nice job defensively to make sure everyone was accounted for, because ordinarily you pick up the guys downfield and sometimes you forget about the running back. In this case, they did not and dropped him for no gain.
Allen now on 3rd and goal. Be caught by Jones. He's got a Buffalo touchdown. Aaron Jones, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bills will extend their lead. Lutz with the extra point. And it's now 21-7. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it ends in a Buffalo touchdown. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to something else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They're going to look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long. Back to throw again. 6 yards on the pickup, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
They'll look to throw again. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this score will stay right where it is.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Allen now on 1st down. He finds his man, complete. It's Arnold. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Second down at 4. Play action. Now it's Allen. And Diggs has it. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays, because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, particularly running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end. It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
And the Bills are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Allen now looks to throw. And he's got it. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Aaron Jones in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bills would extend their lead here just before halftime. Lutz good on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. A little bit of space there for the first down run as that's going to get him about 5 yards. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. So here are the Bills to take over. They were losers to the Packers a week ago, but they've got the lead right now here as they come up on a 1st and 10. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll go again to Jones. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. He finds his man complete. That's Arnold. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the 1st. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Matt Hawk now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They'll begin the drive with Hunt. Stiff-armed him.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. Somehow he was able to sidestep that first tackler, but still hit and taken down behind the line. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. They'll set up a throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll look to throw here. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
The passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
Buffalo set to get the football back here.
They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Here's Jones again on second down.
And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
To the air, Allen. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
They'll run on first down. Jones. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
73 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll try the right side with Jones. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained in their time and making it work.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Now Jones. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he's going to get this one down to the 45. Back now in Buffalo. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. On play action, Allen.
That's taken in by the tight end, McKinney.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
Now that's a big pickup right there, and so often we focus on how the quarterback's faking out play action. How about everyone being in on the deal and picking it up?
Second, third levels, you can see them trying to recover. They bit. Worked out offensively. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line.
Tap forward by Allen on the jet sweep.
This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And here he'll get it down to the 7.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, They've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a third time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Now they run the sweep as Allen just pops this forward.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Jones.
And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. And now the field goal team on for Buffalo. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And Lutz puts this one through.
So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But he did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
New York ready to go again offensively. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And he is down deep into Buffalo territory. A big play there on the catch and run. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal.
And he'll get maybe a couple before he's taken down, as that will take us to the 2-minute warning.
Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got it 2nd and goal as they look for a late touchdown. 2nd and 3. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Michael Gallup, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jets are able to cut into this deficit. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
So the Jet offense staying on the field. They're going to go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. He's got it. So they convert the 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. There's a great example right there.
They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Jones. And some space here. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll manage to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be second down. On the counter, here's Jones. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Jones. And he does not get to the first down marker as they stop him at the 19. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up 4th down.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
They'll go with Jones. And he's not going to get the first. I don't even think he made it back to the line of scrimmage. He needed a couple, but he didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Jets are going to get the football back. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And got his man complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And Charles, you know what coaches always